What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with the news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's military is carrying out a realistic training exercise for reservists on a university campus in Taipei.
特别期待打靶这个环节，我觉得是有用的啊，就是稍微让大家回顾，让一些男生回顾一下当兵的状况这样子。
The military is carrying out the training to mimic a realistic urban warfare scenario. Military officials say this isn't the first time a university campus has been used for training, and they say the training is aimed at familiarizing personnel with fighting in real environments.
任何教导的任务都会依照我们战备的一个需求啊，考量这个整个作战的地形线等等。
For safety considerations, live ammunition is not being used in these particular drills. Invasive populations of green iguanas are spreading northwards in Taiwan. The lizards have been inflicting ecological and agricultural damage on southern Pingtung County for over a decade. An estimated 200,000 are now damaging farms in central Taiwan's Yunlin County. The government is urging residents to help them remove the iguanas. They aim to cull 120,000 next year.
云里沿海地区发现砾砾气的行踪。近期云林县政府将邀集专家学者研商处理这件事情，并我们会召集有兴趣参与捕捉的民众进行人力培育。
Green iguanas are native to Central and South America and were introduced to Taiwan as pets in the early 2000s. They have no natural predators here. Foreign students learning Mandarin had the chance to put their language skills to the test in an annual speech competition in Taipei. The competition is fierce as more foreign students now choose to come to Taiwan to learn the language rather than China. Chris Gorin was there.
At this Mandarin speech competition, foreign students in Taiwan use wit, humor, and their singing voices to impress a panel of judges. Those with good enough language skills can win prizes of up to $600, and competitors from 17 countries have a wide range of reasons to learn the language.
I thought if I'm going to live in a different country, I think it's respectful that you should be able to at least speak the language. So I decided to come here to learn, to improve my quality of life here and make it easier for myself.
Actually, I belong to the diplomatic services of India. So our government decided to send a few of us to learn Chinese.
Most say they joined the competition for the challenge, though a few may have ulterior motives for joining.
Don't tell my teacher to skip class.
Whatever their reasons, they're taking part in a tradition that goes back more than 50 years. As this decades-old competition shows, Taiwan has long been a destination for those wanting to learn Mandarin, and its popularity is growing as fewer international students choose to study in China. Last year, more than 36,000 foreign students came to Taiwan to learn Mandarin. That's a slight increase over pre-pandemic levels. As for China, there's no officially published number of foreign language students. But since the COVID-19 pandemic, numbers of foreign students in China have dropped as geopolitical tensions have grown. For example, for the United States, the number of students studying in China has dropped from more than 25,000 about a decade ago to only around 700 last year. Teachers in Taiwan say there may be reasons for that.
我有的学生他两边都去过嘛，他们会觉得在台湾感觉上他们会觉得比较自由，可以自由自在的说自己想要说的话，然后生活也比较方便，因为毕竟台湾比较小啊。
Learning a foreign language, especially Mandarin, is hard. And these language learners have traveled across the world and volunteered to take on an even greater level of difficulty. They stand to gain a sense of accomplishment and maybe even some cash. Hank Xu and Chris Gorin for TaiwanPlus.
An innovative exhibition that combines music and dance, art and technology to spread a vital message has opened in Taipei. Sandy Chi went to see it.
Channeling intense emotions through the piano, Lu Jiahui has curated an exhibition in Taipei to share a message with the world, what she describes as an immersive performance exhibition called Hope, Peace, Love.
我们看一下欧洲它的那个战事未息，然后我们亚洲又有军事的紧张，所以我们感受到战争正在残害人类的生命、文化跟古迹，所以我们希望透过音乐、美术、无国界的力量，然后我们要传达我们的 message 出去，能够有一点善念跟正能量的循环回来。
The exhibition underwent months of planning and incorporates 7 different fields, including culture, music, dance, theater, and technology.
它其实就像女人怀孕10月才有办法生产，那她可能过程中还可能会流产，或者是她连受孕都有困难，所以我觉得每一次的创作跟跨界都是一个 challenge。
Other than working with talent from different fields, the audience plays a vital part in making Hope, Peace, Love a success.
我觉得我们台湾现在面临一个很危险的危机四伏的时刻，所以我就在我的那个钢琴附近，就是用蜡烛围成台湾岛，我们会有一个互动的仪式，会请所有的观众朋友加入我们来做一个默祷，为世界、为和平、为自己来祈祷。
The exhibition is open to the public on weekends through the end of the month. Its message, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope, peace, and love can still be found. Klein Wong and Sunny Chi for TaiwanPlus.
The Freedom Crossing Film Festival has just opened at the Penn Museum in Philadelphia. It's an event supporting independent films and documentaries from Taiwan. To find out more about the works involved, Sandy Chi sat down with curator Ming-hua Hsiao.
Ming-hua, can you tell us about the origin of the festival? How did it all start?
The film festival, Freedom Crossing Film Festival, was started during the pandemic. And during the pandemic, we all have a deep concern about this full crisis of the whole humanity. And at that time, we were thinking about what we can do to help people to deliver their free spirit to reach out outside of the world when everybody was forced to stay inside. So at that time, we were thinking the spirit of freedom at that critical moment is the most important thing. So I started to create and curating the themes of life and death. And luckily, I find there are a lot of good documentaries and films in Taiwan that happen to care about those issues, about people's life. So I bring them over to the film festival.
Among all the films featured at the festival, there is Untold Her Story. What makes this film special?
There are not too many stories about white terror area in Taiwan, and this one is definitely a significant one. Especially the films address the female experience for the prisoners in Green Island during the 1950s to 1970s. And this period of time is a very special time when Taiwan was under authoritarian government, and there were a lot of people who lose their freedom if they try to express their rights, their opinions, or if they were acting something disobeying the government's order. So Taiwan had experienced such a dark time, and then we overcome this history and transform our country to a liberal democracy. And right now we are confident enough to look back to the history at that time and to reflect that history through the individual and the personal experience, and to see those women as a person, not as a criminals or the prisoner.
That was Ming-hua Hsiao, curator of the Freedom Crossing Film Festival. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we take you to Madrid, where the Vaticano Church, a mix of the words Vatican and duck in Spanish, has been celebrating what it calls the small things since 2012. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.